And here we go again. Alright, waiting on you, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. I know, you're a little bit slow on the uptake. Twitch is going fine. Alright, YouTube's here. As always. A moment late, but it's fine. Hi guys, I am back once again with more Last Epoch. My new character, Warlock. I will now resume playing. I'm level 37, I think? 36, 37. And I'm starting early because I have a tabletop role-playing game with friends this evening. In about 2 hours, give or take. Warlock has lots of splodies. And now I go to the ruined coast. I mean, I know it's ruined. It's not in great shape, that's true. It's seen better days, but then who amongst us hasn't? You know? Good evening, everybody. I hope the Monday wasn't too dreadful for you all. My memory is that Mondays often suck. But I'm here to make it all better. Relatively. Sort of. Some might define it as better. Ooh. Another Dreamthorn. I already have one. Had to go with a Warlock. I was unable to resist the call of a skill that had the word chthonic in it. It's honestly, genuinely been one of my favorite words since I first encountered it. I looked it up immediately because what the hell is a CTH doing at the front of a word? And I discovered that it was means pertaining to or related to the underworld. And who doesn't find that cool? Well, I certainly did. And that was even before I'd ever heard of Cthulhu, CTH again. This Chthonic Rift, I think, is the actual name. Fissure. A hole by any other name, you know. This is Julra's dungeon, which is where you make a unique into a legendary. Let's see. Where's the other one? Is the other one I have an LP one? It was. Okay, now I have a non-LP one. Whoops. Yep. Now we go back to where we were in the Imperial era, back to the Oracle's abode. cash in the quest.
Yes.
Another passive point. Warlock. Doom Herald. And we now can actually get a 4-wide if we've got a good one. I don't know if we do, but I'll check. Idols. 4-wide. Mana efficiency with Soul Feast. Is that the only? No. Hungering Souls to fire 6 additional projectiles. Nope. Doesn't look like I've got anything particularly noteworthy out of that. Let's see. Move that over. And I guess we're going to end up with 2 singles. And either a vertical or a horizontal. Our resists are a little bit light in void, poison, and cold. Sure, that looks like a good one for void. Cold was a bit low. Slap that one in there. Let's see. No. We'll break that one up for parts. Wrong button. Right button. And no.
Can I help you?
All right, and now we continue on our merry way.
Greetings.
Another passive point. Well, I will take that, and let me check where I'm going next. After Doom Herald, 8 points in Doom Herald. Next up is 1 point in Wither. I now have access to Soul Feast. Don't think I used that in this build, though. But it did open it up. And into the Mijelkin Catacombs. They don't have dog combs. I don't know why. I guess they're just cat lovers. Oh, he's big. My, he's a big one. A familiar undead Aurora of the Ox. And he's back. Hydra of the Ox, sorry. Not just Hydras, undead Hydras. Lucky me. You have too many hit points. Stop having so many. It's a simple request, I think. Just stop having so many hit points. Oh, he's still there. Didn't even realize. Thought he was dead. That's The visuals are a bit spammy, so it can be hard to see stuff occasionally. That's right down here and then over. Amulet. Sickle. How can a sickle not be awesome? I'm a necro. Well, technically not a necro. I'm a warlock. But we're all acolyte sisters. Sort of. It's complicated. It is spammy to see stuff, though. If you heard that big clang, that was my armor being rent. I do not have a good feel for the build yet. I mean, I haven't died yet. Well, I died twice early on. They were self-inflicted, quite literally, as I was wearing an item that put a bleed on me every time I cast a spell. And, well, if you want to know what acolytes do at low levels, they cast spells. And so a couple of bleeds on me, and I was dead. But other than that, I haven't died. I don't know if the self-inflicted ones count. I'm like, oh, this thing gives drain. That'll be good. Well, it would have been good if I wasn't cursing myself with bleed multiple times. I'm rich. 66 gold. Well, frankly, 66 gold. I mean, even a small gold coin, 66 of them, that's worth a lot of money. I went too far. So I got my first character, the Void Knight, up to 86, I think, something like that. And I'll certainly go back to him if I need to do more farming of some stuffs. But I am a notorious abuser of alting. I alt in pretty much every game. I can't help myself. There's so many things I want to do. I've got all these nifty items I want to try out. I now have a pet ice beetle for a couple minutes. Well, a minute or maybe two. For a bit. Wither before me. Ow, clang. Let me go back to the abode and train up. Don't want to make any more mistakes. I made a bunch of mistakes while choosing skills and stuff, and that took some time to correct. Already turned in her quest. Alright, we put one into Wither, and I think we go straight into Encroaching Darkness. I think we do. And then back to Wither to finish it out. Got it. Directly cast a curse skill. You also afflict a number of enemies around the target with anguish. Anguish! And back to here for 4 more. Makes sense. Alright, and Chaos Bolts from 12 to 13. Chaos Bolts. That's 12. Where does 13 go? 13 goes down here. The Burn. 10 to 11. In Spirit Plague. Good evening. Yeah. It's a little bit spammy visually. What did I say? 10 to 11, was it? 10 to 11. Alright, rest of these points are going up. There we go. That number doesn't add up right. I've done something wrong here. And 2 more in Harvest. We go 7 to 9. 7 to 9 in Harvest. Finished leveling a warlock today. How far did you get to be finishing? Because I finished, sort of, with my Void Knight at 86 or 87, I think. So, what level did you reach on your lock? Nose or nose. No. That's a creepy... Oh, okay, that's just sort of a visor thing. It's fine. But we'll break that down because... Elemental Nova, good. Increased necrotic. What I currently have. Increased spell and a lot of it. Void damage, no. Movement speed and 1 good resist, no. Ward gained on potion use, no. Minions are for acolytes who lack courage.
Can I help you?
To open fissures to hell. I am no such milquetoast. I embrace our nasty little skills and cast them about willy-nilly. I don't know who this Willy guy is or what a nilly is. We have a chest up here. Should have goodies. Something in there is hitting me quite hard. Almost killing me, actually, in point of fact. One thing I do find about it is sometimes I press the button and I don't get my fissure. Ah, that's right. This is the chest that has singularity. I only have one so far because I've only run one character. That's a much, much better singularity than the one I've got. That's for freaking sure. One I got was 7%. That was 17. 6 or 7%. That's my only real complaint about the class so far, anyway, is that it's hard to see anything on the ground, you know? Also, the voice sounds like an old lady. Your death has come. Where did I put my dentures, anyway? I don't actually have dentures. I'm an old man. Not an old denture-ridden warlock. Sometimes you just gotta kill a bunch of dead guys. Again. Bloop. Do I get the big one here? Yep, there he is. Spymaster Zarek. We got him over 100 bleed stacks again. Yeah, you keep them on like 100 plus bleed stacks and things tend to die pretty quick. It will be a shorter stream this evening. I'm going to be tying it up just shy of 2 hours because of the game. The other game, the game that I am dungeon mastering, so to speak. Mana efficiency with Soul Feast, that's not going to be particularly useful. That one's no better than what we've got. Could we get a new hat? No, we cannot get a new hat. Unlock that. Really, you shouldn't have to walk up to unlock them. You get anywhere close to it, it should automatically unlock. That's something I despise about every game that makes you basically click on the thing to activate the thing.
This is the Archon 7.
Yeah, yep.
I'll get us out of here. We made it, don't it? Well, I think they're watching us talk.
The Emperor, your trial over there. Go. I'll try. Hopefully, I will see you soon.
Well, now I know why they went ahead called them the catacombs instead of the dogacombs. Cats. Level 39. I would apologize for singing at you, but I actually do that, whether there's anyone here or not. I inflict it on my Discord friends. Jelka, back to the Oracle's Abode once again to do the leveling stuff, because I screwed it up earlier and I don't want to screw it up anymore. Wasting time, money, points. These are not things I like. I'm pretty sure we're back here to Wither for 4 more. We are. And then Chthonic. From 12 to 13. Chthonic up here. Chthonic. Acid Bane. Your hits against enemies cursed by acid skin have additional base critical strike chance. Per 10% of my global increased poison damage. Is not affected by other critical strike chance modifiers. I will add that in. And from 9 to 10 in Harvest. A Neil Young album. Oh. And back over where we were here. There we go. The Rustlands. And then into the sewers again. Thank goodness. More sewers. I'm going to skip that because I don't need it. I tell you, if I was an evil overlord, my capital city would not be built with any sewers at all. It just seems like you're asking for trouble, that's all. Oh, he's big.
Death will not take me.
And he's dead. That must have been disappointing. I'm big, I'm strong. Everyone will be frightened of me. I'm dead. Wait, what? They do tend to die in a satisfactory fashion once you really get them rolling, don't they? Death will not take me. You know, which is nice for me. The lower sewers.
Right. I'm willing. I'll use this. If it weren't for you, I'd still be in the dreadnought. Or worse, I'd be making friends with Zerek's victims.
I've got worms. So far, my only real complaint is the difficulty in seeing what the hell's going on because of the admittedly very cool graphics of the Chthonic fissure. You open a crack to hell out of which spirits and flaming chaos balls come flying. It's like, I can't, how can I complain about it? It looks awesome. Oh, we've got a mage. Poor little guy's in prison. Let's let him out of prison, shall we? And then, of course, murder him. Sorry, old boy. Next time, don't get imprisoned. Just a little word of advice. Next time, pay your Mages Guild fees. They're sticklers for it. More affixes for me. And continue pushing our way forward. Next stop, level 40. We'll have to check and see if we have gotten any more items available that we stocked away back when we were leveling up our Void Knight. So the servers seem to be happier today, even though earlier I checked they were at 214,000 people playing. Let me check real quickly right now, actually. Steam charts. Last Epoch. 152,000. Odd. It was 214K in the middle of the morning. I guess Europe was playing, maybe. All-time peak is 260. 24-hour peak, 218. All right, we're heading back here. Good. And another point in Spirit Plague from 11 to 12. We went. Spirit Plague. 11 to 12. We're still... Oh, we finished that. All right, 2252. I think here is next. 22522. So that is a total of 9, 11, 13. That is correct. So we're back now. Getting our first point here in Defilement. You gain mana when Spirit Plague kills an enemy. Oh, lots of stuff.
Yes.
Now we find if we got anything good. We don't use Soul Feast, I don't think. Nope. 57 spell damage and increased spell damage. That's... we can't quite use it. Why is it in here? We get that as a drop? I'm confused. No. 25 spell. I'm at 26 spell. Mana regen, melee attacks. Nope. Minion damage, volatile. That one is worth breaking up. Because breaking up is hard to do. Oh, wait. That one we cannot throw out if we want to use. I'm going to keep that one for sure. Volatile zombies build. Yay. Movement speed. No. Wrong.
Yes.
One thing they need to get rid of, one thing that's an incredible pain in the ass, is this guy's a vendor. I click on him. I don't want to talk to him. My choices are shop or goodbye. What the hell? Just give us the shop. I can hit escape or click X to go goodbye. This is a completely unnecessary dialogue box. All it does is get in the freaking way. Mana spent gained his ward, though. Okay, that might be good. Minions. Do I look like a guy who'd use minions? Or technically a girl who would use minions? Int, vit, movement, cold health. What are my resists looking like? I could use a little more elementals. I think I'll do a little bit of crafty on that.
Yes.
See? Yes. And I have to click this thing again. It's just idiotic. Int and ward per second. Damage over time. What do we have on there? Mana, increased elemental damage. We have mana. Mana doesn't seem to have been a problem. Let's go ahead and give that a try. Throwing time freeze right now. No. No. Come over here. We're going to throw these into our items to check out shortly list. Wait. Am I doing it in two places now? Probably. Yeah, I'm doing it in two places now because I'm in dope. That's fine. This can go there. That can go there. And that is uniques. That'll work. This is experimental. those. Neither of those are any good. That ain't gonna cut it. That might cut it.
Yes.
Pardon the tidying up. It's just part of the ARPG shtick. Let's see. That's currently sitting at 1816. If we throw that one in, 1889. We give up ward. Her damage. Ward doesn't seem to be doing us any particular favors right now at this point. And we can spiffy this guy up too. We'll increase the cast speed. Spell damage. Got one left. Well, let's do this one first. Int. Wow, that was some lag. Not a fan. Free tear of health. I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, I think we probably salted. That's turned out to be really good. Int, vit, element resists, and health. And we'll break this one up for parts so we get some of the bits back. Not many of the bits back. And currently our cold is still a little low. Let's throw a cold resist on there as well. Yeah. A little bit. Alright.
Be well.
We're now back to the aqueduct. The barren aqueduct. I guarantee it's not barren. There are going to be a lot of mobs there. This is about the longest I've had to wait today for a map to pop up. See if anything new popped up here in the way of usable uniques. No. Just seeing if anything has just become suddenly usable. Oh, there we go. At least I was doing something useful during the wait time on the barren aqueduct. What did the Romans ever do for us? The aqueduct? What? The aqueduct. Oh, yeah, you remember what it used to be like. I cast that in the wrong direction, because I'm a dope. Poor little birds. Yeah, so generally speaking, I am enjoying the warlock so far. It seems pretty strong. Like I said, I haven't died. Gotten into a couple of dicey situations a time or two. I do not understand the optimal rotation. I do not understand all of the mechanics involved yet. I guess this one needs to die, or these need to die as well, before I can set him free. There he goes.
Just for one. Here I was, hoping this would lead us closer.
Yes, well, you're just kind of not very apt, Alric. You need to be more apt. Some apt lessons. The Necropolis of the Deep. Yeah, I don't yet understand all of the nuances, the various synergies yet to optimize the rotation and whatnot. I'll probably have to do some reading. I know, it sounds like work, doesn't it? But except for the server issues, which are real, it's been really good. Of course, shitloads of people downvoting it on Steam because of the server issues. I have no idea how many of them are, how many people in general are downvoting Helldivers because of their server issues. But they've had their share too.
Death will not take me.
Players gotta learn. You know? You don't want server issues on a new game. Wait a week? Not like it's the first time we've ever seen games have server issues in the first week. And from bigger and more established companies than these poor guys. No, down here. Not that being upset or even demanding your money back is an unreasonable response. But going on Discord and shitting on the devs in their own Discord, or going bonkers with your criticism, just seems unjustified. Overreaction. Ah, Yulia's Haven. Friends. undead friends, but then I'm an acolyte and warlock, so yeah, it makes sense I would have undead friends. Many of them. Some of my best friends in real life are undead, or pretty close approximations thereof, at any rate.
I'm glad. Seriously, before and two when he fled, I saw him heading deep.
Ah, I am Yulia because, in regard from there, the heart of the citadel is beyond. There is an exit near the Emperor's throne, giving you
Okay.
a chance to strike.
That. Harvest. 10 to 11 in Harvest. For Harvest, currently showing 10. 11 should be Undead Harvest. Harvest hits leave a trace on the enemies, causing enemies to take increased damage and be prioritized by your minions. Traces last for 5 seconds. And 13 for Chaos Bolts. I just love saying Chthonic. 13 for Chaos Bolts. That should be the burn. We grabbed the burn. I missed one somewhere then. Where did I miss? 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Oops. 1, 2. Wait, what? 13 points. 2, 1, 1. Oh, I need to pull those points. Shit, I didn't pull those points. Need to pull both of those when next I get to a place with a trainer. I can do that right now. Better to get it done now than wait around, picking my nose. Ooh, winner, look. These are the 2 points that I did not take care of when I was taking care of my misapplication of points earlier. No. 30. 26. Crit and melee damage. Nope. That's a sad nope. Nope. Minion health. Also a nope. Minions. Pff. Necros can play with their dead things. That's a mage. Huge article. Arcane idol. Or possibly article. Probably not, but okay, definitely not. Rogue. 1 max traps with explosive traps and throwing attack speed. That seems like that might be a good one to hold on to. Increase projectile speed with marrow shards. Bone Nova. No. 23. Nope. No. Not quite yet, but that's getting closer. Alright, I'm going to sell all these. That's the wrong guy. That's the right
Gold
guy.
won't save you. The blade might.
Gold won't save you, but a blade might. Drop this into the huge idols bin. And head over here. And oh, I don't need to talk to her for that. Sometimes my brain brings back. Remove points. Confirm. Confirm. Alright. Alright. Back to the Imperial era. Back to Yulia's Haven. A wasted trip. I needn't have made that trip. I forgot you can respec. You have to respec passive points through the vendor, but you don't have to respec your skill points through the vendor. That's a little bit... I'm not sure that we need the vendor for that, to be frank. Just let us do the thing. I do want to do one other thing real fast before we start heading out, and that is... Alright, so this has become available. I'm not wielding a two-handed weapon, so it's become available, but I don't think I'd want to use it. And how about in the uniques with LP? No. Alright. We continue with the re-murdering of the Undead Empire. Minions and flunkies. I tell you, instance map to instance map is working really well, but shared maps are still a little bit slow from time to time. I was expecting more than just one dude there.
Your death has come.
Gotta say, your death has come is not very impressive as sort of a battle cry meant to intimidate the enemies. It's just not that impressive. It needs work. It's a work in progress.
Death will not take me.
And then telling him that death will not take me is also, it's just, I've got to work on those. It'll come in time, but, you know.
Your death has come.
He died pretty quick. I approve. Return to Alric. Right, back to Yulia's Haven. There you go, Alric.
Captain, if we pull this off, maybe I can give us some good news for once, eh?
Nope. Cast speed, nope. And that's down there. Mana, nope. And damage over time would be okay, but not great. We'll just go ahead and sell. I'm just a skeleton in a suit. Now we head up. Not this way. Not quite yet. We've got another point in harvest. 12 points in harvest. Next point is... there.
It eludes me.
It eludes me. In other words, you can't teleport in a shared town space. It eludes me. So tonight, last epoch, or epoch, or epic. Tomorrow, Guild Wars 2. New expansion content for the last expansion. Those things are creepy. Really, I sound like I've got like an old lady. Your death has come. I mean, she doesn't really look like a spring chicken in the initial, visuals, but she doesn't look like some aged crone either. Has everyone been taken care of? Wither before me. And I see there she didn't sound like she was 90. Couple more shards. Oh, I was happy to see shards.
Will not take me.
Evidently, death will not take me. Level 42. Stop, would you, Jen? The Citadel sewers. So we're upgrading the quality of the sewers we're going through. Also, these guys are all skeletons. Okay, what is the stuff that's going through the sewers? Because they don't have bowels or bladders. No bowel movements. No urination. We need to kill the walkers. Fortunately, the watchers follow a specific path. So here comes one of them right now. That's one down. 2 to go. 3 to go. Can't remember. And another one. One. All right, we've taken care of that. And now we have to enter the Immortal Citadel. Really, I mean, can you have an immortal building? I'm not sure. Are buildings mortal in the first place? I'm dubious. The Immortal Summit. again with the Immortal. Why? The entire place is empty. That's not... Oh, no, it's not. Great many things are dying at my hands. Of course it's at my hands. Think I'd cast spells with my feet? Could try it. Be interesting to see. Oh, he's back from the dead. And now he's just back to dead.
Will not take me.
Lots of them. Level 43. Into the Immortal Citadel itself, major kicks. Good evening to you. For me, it goes reasonably well.
I never would have thought necromancy could be so glorified. Something so grand.
I actually sound like my character's on the side of the bad guys.
Do not look surprised. A proper welcome is the least I can do.
You should have seen this. You know how the... Yes.
I've heard of your power.
Right after I kill an admiral and a spy master, an undead admiral and spy master. I should be clear about that. I mean, all right, the admiral's down. Spy master bleeding out very quickly at 128, 170 odd stacks of bleed.
No more games.
Now's our chance. Quick.
Pathetic human.
I will redeem the stretch and hydrate in just a second.
You can kill me. You think you can?
Well, as always, when I get to the end of my Sunday stream, I try to set a realistic objective for the week, and I tell people that I hope their week doesn't suck. That's the best I can do for a Monday. The Gates of Solarum. I'll need another minute here because I have to fight my way to a waypoint. Frankly, I think there should be a waypoint there.
I'm back in my own era. Looks like more fools will have to die yet if I'm to get off this mountain.
Health potion. And we're going to head to the end of time really fast. Right. We'll start with the requisite laps for the old man. I have been doing a lot of playing of this particular game over the last, almost a week now. There we go. 2 laps. I'm feeling invigorated and not at all old. Monday is slowly coming to an end, but still, yes, I understand. Objective week, hit max level. Well, yeah, objective for the week, hit max level of where you could be. I mean, I'll be a week older than at the start of the week. Max level for the game, though, I am mostly playing my alt right now. I created a new alt last night because in all of the world of gaming, there is no bigger alt whore than myself. I get to level 2 and I go, maybe I could play another character. 2 unspent points. Well, I think one's going into Wither, and the other one will be going into... Wither, and then Harrowing Armor. Wither, opening up Profane Veil, and Harrowing Armor. Level cap is 100, and I believe the alt limit right now was like 18 characters or something like that. I'm not sure if that's in total or between both the legacy characters and the new cycle characters. And I may be completely wrong on that, but the level cap is 100. And I got up to 86 or 87 on my Void Knight. And I started this one last night and level 43 right now. Let's see, because it's such an awesome name. Chthonic Fisher. Where were we? 13 to 14. Chthonic Fisher. Chthonic Fisher. 13 to 14. 13 is there. Okay. There we go. And my Chaos Bolts, level 11 to level 12. I have a mistake here somewhere. Again. God, I've been making so many mistakes with this. 2, 1, 1. 1, 1. Oh, that's right. It was heading over there, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. 2, 2. Yeah, right there. That'll do. And 12 to 13 in Spirit Plague. They just, we don't know for sure. This is the first one. The first cycle or league or season. We assume it's going to be about 3 months. They would like to, I believe, sort of offset themselves between PoE leagues, so basically 6 weeks between. We'll see what happens when PoE 2 launches, as that, I believe, is PoE 2's intent. And so these guys may have to skew like 3 weeks after one launch or the other. It's a tough gig right now as you try to sort of thread the needle. Here, I remember that one. I gain mana when Spirit Plague kills an enemy. And for PoE, every league there's a significant new mechanic, sometimes very large mechanics. Sort of, they break them up in PoE. I think it's like every other one is like they call an expansion, so it's an expanded league. And then every other one is a smaller, more compact league. We really don't know what exactly they've got in mind here, other than it's been a successful model for PoE, so we assume they're going to try to do something similar. But they don't have the number of people that PoE does, so my assumption is it'll be more modest, maybe even significantly more modest, at least for a year or two. If they are successful enough, they might staff up and try and expand their intent. I'm sure that one of the things they've done an awful lot of, almost good. I'll hold on to that and get that looked at. 33, this is 45, that's better. I don't think, though, the sell. I'm sure that while they've been making the game, they put a lot of stuff on the back burner. Things they want to do that they knew they just, oh my God.
Impossible.
They knew they just couldn't fit for launch. So some amount of that is probably built already, or at least designed. They plan to make leagues unique like PoE, where they add new mechanic. I believe that's their intent, is that ideally they would like to follow that sort of thing. Now, I would expect they have more modest expectations set for themselves. We'll do what we can. We'll throw in bigger bosses. I know the only thing I know for a fact they've talked about is aspirational challenge bosses. And some of those may even come before the next full cycle, which will come up theoretically in 3 months. And obviously right now they're heads down just trying to get their stuff working. All of it. Don't need a necrotic, all right?
You may find a treasure, my friend.
I may find a treasure, guys. Wouldn't that be nice? Spell critical intel. Well, those numbers are better. Okay. Let me do a craft and put a little necrotic on this as well. Necrotic. There we are. So currently we're doing 1896 estimated DPS, so about 1900 to 2000. I'll take that. We will bust this one up for parts. Back to the vendor. Sell. Now, this was 45 spell damage. I currently have 26. This is 33, so this one would easily... Oh, and increased damage. Yeah, that one's got to be better. Okay, so... All right, is there anything we can do to upgrade this one? Yes! We have got an open affix. Spell damage would be good. Spell damage. How about spell damage? That's roughly when you stop playing PoE. There was too many extra mechanics to learn on top of big rebalancing of how skills worked and each other. In short, it was chaos if you didn't read it or watch VODs of people who knew what they were doing. That is exactly correct, and it is still that way. So, now we're currently doing 1992. Yeah, I mean, the extra mechanics keep piling on, and while you've been gone, they've continued to be added. So for a player like me, who's played every league at least a little tiny amount, it's not as big a deal. But for a new player, they enter a map and all of a sudden there's two mechanics they've never seen before. They have no idea what they're doing. It's so much overload. For the already existing player base, generally speaking, we love it. 1992. Come on. Gimme. Give me 2,500 or I'm going to cry. 2,100 is just, I'm going to cry. It is a true free-to-play game, but the generally held consensus among most PoE players is, while what you said is certainly essentially true, you kind of have to spend between 20 and 40 bucks on tabs if you're really, really going to play. Now, I don't consider that to be an excessive amount to require someone to put in. None of those went. Drop these here so we can access them if we need to. We cleared that out. All right, and we are currently at 41. We need to be check. Oh, 42s. Nope, that will not help. But yes, I would agree, certainly. It is difficult to play as an actual free-to-play game. It's not impossible. There's a guy who every league will play to end game content with a single stash tab. Yep, tabs, currency tab, and if you want to go deep into it, probably the map tab as well. Currency tab is almost required, realistically. Cold spells. Nope. How about anything else available? 43. Anything else become available? No? Anything? Primalist hat. Can't wear Primalist hats. I'm not a Primalist. Alright, ready to go. Travel down the mountain. Where were we? Back in the Divine Era. Ah, that's right. In Solarum. At the gates of Solarum. And yeah, they run the sales for tabs usually starting like day 2 or 3 of a new league. Well, and for a while they started adding currencies. So you were right to feel irked about that. They were adding currencies and adding new tabs for the new currencies. And the players basically, I don't want to say rebelled, because they didn't, but they complained pretty loudly. The experienced players were not happy. They felt that was extortionate. And so they sort of backed most of those, or not, if not all of those, out. No, PoE is a great game. I have had issues with a number of the leagues over the last couple of years, but it remains, as it has been, a genuinely great game. But certainly its strength is in the end game because of all of those leagues they've created. You know, every 3 months they add a new mechanic. If it's good, it goes core. If it's not, it doesn't. And if it goes core over time, the hit rate's probably, I don't know what, 2/3, something like that. That just means you're going to get a buttload of new, deep mechanics over time. You know, someone goes away for 2 years, they could come back and find themselves with 8 new mechanics. They have no idea how they do. So yeah, overwhelming the game can certainly be. And whereas this game, I think, has done a really good job of being new player friendly for the most part. PoE is the most actively hostile game I've ever seen to new players. Actively hostile. They make the first few acts intentionally difficult as sort of a trial by fire. Yeah, if this is too much for you, yeah, just fuck off. You're not good enough to play our game. I wish I was making a little bit more of an exaggeration than I am about that. Their attitude about it I've always found to be really awful. Their attitude towards new players. You know, if the beginning of our game is too much for you, you probably weren't going to enjoy it anyway. What the fuck? Who has that kind of attitude about their game? Well, they do. Personally, I found it a little bit contemptible. Whereas these guys, the game's so much more approachable. You know, you don't really need all of the third-party tools. Realistically, you can't play PoE without Path of Building. You just can't. If Path of Building vanished the day before the next league, PoE league, it would be the smallest PoE league in 10 years. So many people wouldn't play it until there was a replacement. And if we didn't have NeverSync and a few others putting together filters and a system to create the filters, third party. Now the filter in this game is really simple and straightforward. But without, you know, external filtering tools and Path of Building, nobody would freaking play Path of Exile. As great a game as it is.
Your death has come.
You know, and having ding 44, and having user-created content or user-created tools to help is awesome. A lot of games have those. Those are great. The people who work on those are fucking rock stars. And they improve basically everybody's game experience overall. But if your game is relying on third-party tools, that just seems to me to be a point of failure. We'll see how it works with PoE 2. You know, see what lessons they have learned from PoE 1. I have got about another half an hour or so. So I will continue playing for that length of time, and then I have I'm game mastering a Call of Cthulhu / RuneQuest game for friends. Tomorrow will be Guild Wars 2. We have the new content addition to the expansion Secrets of the Obscure. And I get the bad news as to how far I am from being able to complete a set of open world legendary armor. Go north to Alaska. Go north, the rush is on.
And who did find one? And here, come. We have much to discuss.
Come, but we just met. I know, I'm a child. Alright, we've got another point here. I believe we're going to be spending a bunch in harrowing armor, but I want to make sure, because I'm anal retentive. Ah, getting it just up to 5. Okay. Right. And we've got a bunch of points to scatter about here. We'll start with Harvest, 12 to 13. Harvest, 12 to 13. Harvest, 12 to 13. What am I'm missing? I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Thought I was going crazy, and not that that's a, you know. Seems pretty likely, actually. Alright, that one is that. Next up, Spirit Plague, 13 to 14. Spirit Plague, 13 to 14. Rotten to the core. Yes, yes I am. Back to the shadows, a bit of eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I hope that that's more you're eating one meal a day and it's big, as opposed to you have 3 plates and you're going to go breakfast, lunch, dinner. That'd be a bit much. Actually sounds pretty good. I may have to try that. 14 to 15 in Chthonic Fissure. I think it's here. 14 to 15 in Chthonic Fissure. No, it's not there. All right, what did I screw up? Ah, that's the thing. Yes, that's... I have not grabbed that point because I don't want that point yet. I don't think that's a good point. Flamey. Mantle of Flames. Not confused with Mantle of Phlegm. That would be gross. 12 to 13 in Chaos Bolts. We grab that. All right, what did I miss? I missed something here again. 2, 1. That's the one I missed. All right. Reaper of Mayhem Chaos Bolts. Hits give a chance per dex to cause you to attack with Harvest and location enemy fit, hitting them around. I don't have much dex. I don't expect I'm going to have a lot of dex for a lot of time. Let me make sure this is unlocked, because it didn't used to be.
We don't have much time. The lance, it never have. It is not then. You will stay. We will. There have been. But Ryan is the largest threat.
Grab this quest over here.
Yes? Farewell.
He needs medicine for his niece or granddaughter. I don't remember, but it's not actually for his niece or granddaughter. It's boner meds. Yeah, I said that. 43 spell damage. That's more spell damage than that. Is either of these good? I will take a look at both of them in a moment. That's a no. That's not bad. That's a minion. Minions. Let's see. Mana, health, necrotic resistance. Not that strong. Sell these. So right now we're sitting at 2100. And if we were to drop that in. Actually, more. Significantly more. Okay. Thank you, Mana-Forged Impartial Staff of Brutality. It's been great knowing you. You have yourself an awesome day. Oh, wrong thing. God. My brain sometimes, you know.
Yes. I see.
We need to go wrong way. Do not go the wrong way. Go the right way. That's my suggestion to you. Oh, the Wengari. The Wengari matriarch and patriarch. They kill my characters so many times. During the early access, I would guess that they killed 2/3 of my characters when I got to them. And they did the first kill on probably half of those, where my character had been deathless until I got to them, and then they just murdered me.
Death will not take me.
Clang.
Death will not take me.
I seem to think the death will not take me. Wow, that was close to being dead. How close was it to being dead? Really, really close to being dead. Ranged mobs suck. Melee mobs suck too. I'm just not feeling... The Void Knight felt relatively impregnable. Not so much here. That guy dropped an awful lot of stuff. The Wengari Fortress. See, now, the only deaths this character has had was in the very second map. Because I stupidly put on a thing that put a bleed on me every time I cast a spell. And as a warlock, it turns out I cast a lot of spells. And I insta-killed myself twice before I figured out what the problem was. But other than those 2 deaths, I have had none. So this will be the first death by mobs instead of self-inflicted. Because I'm pretty sure the Wengaris are going to give me what for. Ooh, a Spriggan branch of conflagration. How can I say no? Possibly with the words, no thanks. That sounds like a lot of work. bossy dude, but not the patriarch and matriarch yet. Get out of here. Yes, yes, you owe me your life, blah, blah, blah. I tell you. Being the good guy, it's quite a burden. Wingari, patriarch and matriarch. This is not going to go well for me. I take it back. Evidently, it's going to go just fine for me. Got enough leech, they didn't get like an insta-kill, one pop on me or anything of the like. That helped. Ding, 45. Ah, 45. I remember 45. I actually don't even remember 45. I remember 40. Couple of glyphs of hope. Very nice. Down here, another boss, something that needs killing, and I'm just the man to do it, seemingly. We go back to Heoboria. Hey, Oboria. Managed to get through the Wingari matriarch and patriarch, so I will no doubt screw this up and die real soon anyway. More armor. 13 to 14 in harvest. 13 to 14 in harvest. Harvest has a chance to cause enemies to bleed. Those poor enemies. These are I'm not of a high enough level to use, unless they've got great stats. Wait, what? 47. Okay. I was confuzzled for a moment. Now I am less so. Ooh, well that's got to get broken up for pieces. Sell and sell.
Yes. I see.
No, got it over here, I think. Yep. None of those are quite there yet. Let's see. 43 is where we were. Let's check. Anything new available? Here, a couple of gloves. No. No. Boots. Nope. Any unique LPs? Nope. I'll try 46. And 47. No. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening, as I've got about 10 minutes before I've got to run a tabletop role-playing game for some friends. And I want to get up and stretch. I made it this far thanks to Major Kick's invocation of the get up your fat ass and walk around a little bit redeem. I will be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, for Guild Wars 2. We have new content coming, and I will not be playing during the day for that. I will be playing that on stream. First time. And maybe play a Convergence a little later, depending. That may not be a good time arrangement thing, but we'll see. I've got new stuff, and a lot of new stuff is coming in with it, including weapon masteries, which means that the character I play all of my main content with, my Guardian, will now be able to dual-wield pistols. Yeah. And the open-world legendary armor, and we'll see how much of the makings for that I have. I'm guessing I probably have enough to maybe make 2 pieces of legendary armor, maybe. But we'll see. So, I'm back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Again, I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out on a Monday evening. I know Mondays suck. I hope I made yours a little bit not quite as bad. So, I'm back tomorrow. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes reasonably well. And as always, early in the week, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Hopefully, you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and